Somebody came back to the hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning and spread their legs out real wide. And then somebody was, yeah, bouncing, right? People have sex in there.
Go off, Delta!
I love a hotel stay, but I have some questions. First and foremost, I always want to know if there are clean rooms in a hotel and it doesn't affect anyone, why do I always get pushback for an early check-in? I just always feel like if I can get that early check-in, I'm going to be so happy. Because as soon as I get in the room, I have my plan of action. I go in, I pull my suitcases in. I'm crazy, so I have to go in and pull the shower curtain back and see who's in there. And I have to go to wherever the balcony is and open the curtain completely because I want the light coming through just in case there's somebody squatting in the room or somebody crazy is in there or something's going to happen. I want whoever's outside to see me and know that I'm coming in there. Of course, that door is wide open when I'm in there. Now, I do sometimes think, what if I go to that balcony and that door behind me is open and someone sneaks in somewhere? Have you ever seen that video that floats around where somebody's showing their bathroom in the hotel and they like go behind the whirlpool bathtub and there's like a whole crawl space? That's always in my mind. Like connecting rooms. I feel like there's probably some simple way that the person on the other side could probably just get into your connecting room. You know, they show people put like a hanger a certain way or like a washcloth and then you pull. I don't know how it's done. I'm not trying to do it, but I do freak out when I'm in a connecting room and I don't know who's on the other side. I always think in the middle of the night, someone's going to slip through. Something nefarious is going to happen. I don't like that. That's just such a weird feeling. I'm so crazy that when I go to a hotel, like I have to clean the room before I leave. So I make sure and take all my trash. And I don't think it's necessarily crazy. I don't think it's the maid's job to pick up all of your garbage. I think it's their job to sanitize the room, to refresh the room, to change the linens. But I don't think it's their job to pick up all this pizza boxes or beers or whatever people leave in there or packaging from things that they bought. Like that, I think it's your job to sort of get rid of that. Like there's trash cans outside. You can throw that out. I like to make sure that the towels, here's the towels I use. There's the 2 bath towels. There's the 2 washcloths. There's the 2 hand towels. I want them to see that, right? I want to make sure that if I like to bring my own bar soap. It's just me. I like to bring my own bar soap and my own shower gel. And when I'm done with it, I like to take it out and throw it away because I don't want them to like have to go in there and that bar soap, you know how it gets wet underneath and it's like, I don't know, slimy or something. I don't want them to have to deal with that. I'm never really a fan of like lotion or conditioner or any of that stuff. Maybe like little bars of soap. I might take those. But that other stuff, I mean, I'm not going to take any of that. And you know what I always think? I always think that if you go into the shower and it's like, oh, here, you can pump the hair shampoo or the shower gel or whatever. I think people pee in those. I just do. I don't know how they get up there, but I always think, maybe what if somebody spits in that? Or what if somebody else was using that? How do we know? It's like when you go get a hot dog at a restaurant or French fries and you pull the ketchup out. I mean, I'm going to eat it, right? But I am always going to have in my mind like, oh, I'm using this shower gel. What if somebody's nut is in this shower gel? Like that could happen. I mean, you could take a black light and see. I don't get it. It's like you go to a hotel and there's like the sign like, $250 if you smoke in here. But how much is it for all the nut that's everywhere? Like people come all over the place. Sometimes you can see like, you just see yourself like there's a wing chair and an ottoman and you know something was happening on there, right? Somebody came back to the hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning and spread their legs out real wide. And then somebody was, yeah, bouncing, right? People have sex in there. And they don't like, what's the cleaning fee for that? There's no cleaning fee. There's not. Any hotel. They're worried about that cigarette smoke, but they're not worried about bodily fluids and things. And also, like, people always say, oh, worry about the bed bugs. You have to check for I don't know how to check for bed. I'll lift up the mattress, but I'm like, they're hiding in there somewhere. They're hiding. I don't know where they hide, but I know they hide. People are like, turn heat on, do this, do that. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not doing all that. I don't want to have to do all that. Like, if I just get bit up, well, then I get bit up. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not trying to stay at a roach motel, but at the same time, it doesn't matter how gross or how cheap or how this or how, the bed bugs, they can be in any mattress. They can be anywhere. A hotel stay. I love to stay right by the elevator and right by the ice machine. I do not have a problem with noise. When I fly on an airplane, I have no problem being over by wherever the toilet is. It doesn't bother me. The noise, the traffic, all that, people are like, oh, it's so loud. It does not bother me at all. Maybe that's my superhero power, is that everything bothers me except for noise. Unless it's people chewing. I like the ASMR, whichever it is. I like videos like that, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be at a regular dinner with people listening to them do that, right? Like, I don't want to be chit-chatting. Hi, how are you? Oh, how's your salad? And then I don't want to hear that. But if you intentionally make a video where it's like macaroni in a pot, that's a WAP. Like, if it's that, like, on purpose, I'm down. I'm into it. It's fun. I always have the intention of going to the continental breakfast. I love the idea. When I was in college, I worked as a night audit for Best Western in Norwalk, California. And part of my job was to prepare the breakfast. And I loved that. I loved that job. But the thing is, as a guest, I hardly ever make it to the continental breakfast because, it's done by 10. I'm usually not even asleep in my bed until 3:00 in the morning. By the time I get up, they're closing all that up. Although I will say, I used to stay at the Vagabond Inn in Sacramento, California, and they had the best continental breakfast. They had this delicious yogurt that came from this small place. The yogurt's called Yummy. Yami, and they had peach, and I don't know what it was about this peach yogurt, but it was the absolute best. But this place was attached to a restaurant, so you would walk out of the hotel through the pool area into the back end of a restaurant. They had bacon, they had eggs, they had biscuits. I mean, anything that you can imagine. But what took it to the next level was that they had a carbonated soda fountain. So you could get Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, like any of that was there at a continental breakfast. It was sickening. They would give you a little slip of paper that someone was supposed to check. No one ever checked. It was never a thing. And there was plenty of places to sit, and you could eat it there or you could get it to go. I love the idea of that. I'm usually late for a continental breakfast, but I love it so, so much. I love the idea of, if I go in, I want yogurt, I want a piece of fruit. If there is eggs and bacon, yeah, I want all that. I'm usually not going to make a waffle. I'm usually not going to eat cold cereal, but I will go for yogurt, a piece of fruit, ice cold apple juice. Like, that's what I want at a continental breakfast in a hotel. Ooh, I should start getting up for that. They say breakfast is the most important meal. I guess no matter what time you eat it. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break.